Hello, everybody. Welcome back to
Hi,
us talking shit about weird shows.
more or less. That kind of summarizes it.
I thought I hit that nail right on the head.
Yeah, we've had some treats the last couple weeks.
Dude, we have had some serious stuff going on the last couple weeks. So, let's get right into it. I told you to watch Princess Jellyfish.
Or Kuragehime, I think
Yeah,
it's pronounced.
Kuragehime. Yeah, well, the Japanese name. Yeah, whatever. So, first off, do you recommend this show?
No,
Just, all right, fair enough.
like, okay. Well, you only asked me if I recommended it. You never asked me why or
Yeah, no,
explain
no,
my
like
answer.
that's how we start these. Remember,
Yeah, I know.
because spoilers.
But generally, like, we'll say our answer and then go off on it without anything. Just no. I'm waiting for you to ask.
Oh, okay, all right. So, what's the problem?
All right. So the essential plot of the whole series, is very, very shut in otaku girl, uh, who's like super into jellyfish, like poisonous, blobby things. You know, if you've ever watched Finding Nemo. Anyways, um, she's super into them, and like her mom passed away and her mom got her into jellyfish and stuff like that, whatever. Well, that was when she was a kid. Now fast forward to she's what, 20?
Um, I'm not completely sure, in all honesty.
We'll say she's 20. So
19-year-old.
okay, because I know they reference that the one dude is like 10 years older than her, and
Yeah,
he's
so
like 30, and he's 30.
yeah,
So
she's 19.
okay, so anyways, she she lives in like this apartment complex
With
with a bunch of other otakus, and they're all females. They
and they all
all
have their
are
own thing.
they all have their own thing. One of them's super into like like old Japanese warlords. One of them is super into what would you say, the one with the afro, like meat?
Um, that wasn't her main thing, but that was
I
kind of
I,
her side thing.
I forgot what her main thing was.
I think it was trains.
That's right. Yes, it was one super into trains, one super into like kimonos and like really creepy dolls, and then one that's into old men.
Yeah, Chico and Gigi. Oh god.
Yeah, Gigi was into really old men.
That was
Yeah,
just ooh.
little awkward. Anyways,
This whole show's
so
awkward.
they all lived there, and they decided to make a rule where they could never talk to like anybody in public
Okay.
ever.
Okay, so it's not that they couldn't talk to anybody in public. It's that they can't deal with people who are popular, have any sort of actual like social skills.
In other words, they couldn't talk to anybody. They always froze up in most situations.
Which became a really funny thing actually. In my opinion, I found it funny when they're actually stone.
Yeah, like their defense mechanism is they turned to stone, and they actually made like the stone noises of them like whenever they moved and stuff.
Okay,
But
all right, hold on. I just have one question before we go on any further. What do you think about Clara?
she was adorable.
Like every time there was like something that happened that like didn't have a real explanation, Clara, who's a jellyfish, like an animated,
She's basically like a cartoon
yeah, a
jellyfish.
cartoon jellyfish, and she'd pop up and explain what's going on, and some of those explanations were hilarious.
Yeah, I just like one time she just popped up. She's like one of the chicks was just explaining something. She just pops up with a sign that says that's a big lie.
Yep, you liar.
But anyways, so they're all living in this dorm, whatever. They're like perfect roommates and everything like that. Well, the main character, Tsukimi, the jellyfish one, her mom told her that when all girls grow up, they become princesses. Well, Tsukimi had to leave went out at night for some reason. I don't remember what.
That wasn't actually what she said.
That is what she said.
No, she said at some point you're gonna get married, and like a princess's dress. I'm gonna make you a dress that.
They had a flashback in the last episode to her saying when all girls grow up, they become princesses.
I guess I don't know.
That or they added in that she said that. Regardless. Anyways, and yeah, her mom promised to make her a wedding dress that looks like a jellyfish. Anyways, goes out, and she's freaking out because two jellyfish at a pet store are like together when they should be in separate tanks, and she's freaking out at the store clerk, and the store clerk's just like, get the hell out of here. And
along comes Kurinosu?
Yeah,
Kurinosu.
And like
I'm probably butchering that horribly.
When Tsukimi sees her, she's just like, wow, she's really pretty, and she's actually like standing up for me or whatever, and she but it's just like, wow, she's really pretty, I can't really talk to her.
Yeah, like complete doll makeup, like
very fashionable clothes,
crazy wig.
But she ends up tagging along with Tsukimi ends up Kurinosu ends up tagging along with Tsukimi back to her dorm or whatever.
After they rescue the original Clara.
Yes, the actual jellyfish. And Kurinosu ends up crashing there. But when Tsukimi wakes up in the morning, she finds a wig on the ground. And she's like, oh, this is really pretty. Oh, she must wear a wig for whatever.
Which isn't surprising because it was like a weird hair color and like...
Yeah, and then like just the style of it.
Yeah. And that's the thing that they do in Japan.
Then Kurinosu wakes up and yeah, he's just like, what's up?
Spoilers, it's a guy!
Yeah. Kinda end of first episode, and obviously she's freaking shit about the fact that it's a guy.
Well, first off, you're not supposed they weren't supposed to bring anybody who's attractive, not an otaku, into the building.
Especially males.
And then males will get you kicked out.
Yeah. And he was just like, oh yeah, I thought I mentioned I'm a guy. That I just like to cross-dress.
Well, the reason why he's cross-dressing is interesting. You think there'd be a better way to do it, but...
I mean, he does it because of his mom.
No, he does it because he doesn't... Well, he has that influence from his mom, but he does it because he doesn't want to become part of his family business, which is politics.
And, yeah, no, they would never accept in politics a cross-dresser.
Yeah, so he just cross-dresses so he doesn't have to get into politics at all.
Yeah, it's interesting. He wants to get into the world of fashion.
To which I say all for him, like, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, he's an okay woman. I guess, like...
Okay, being a woman doesn't matter. You sexist pig... No, just...
Well,
you don't have to be a woman to be into fashion.
Generally, to model dresses and stuff, you need the physique of a woman, because they're generally designed for women.
Well, you don't need the physique, but...
He has the physique.
Doesn't hurt.
He has the physique of a very flat-chested woman.
Yes, that's why he pads it on. Well, it's fine. That was actually a really funny episode.
The one where you think that he got caught?
Yeah, and they're like, oh, you're just really flat-chested. He's like, what?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah, totally. Oh, it's so funny.
Like they did have quite a few like funny points in this show, but like all in all, I found more things about it I didn't like than I did like. Like anything with Kuranosu in it, I liked. He was hilarious. Oh, sorry. It's Kiranosuke.
Oh, Karanosuke, yeah. Because it
Yeah,
got,
that's why it
yeah,
didn't sound.
yeah,
Yeah,
Karanosuke.
it got short on the site we're looking at for names of characters because
It's
it's
one
hard to
name
remember. It's hard to remember the names of all the characters.
for all the shows.
Yeah, especially when the series is only like 11 episodes long in this case.
Yeah. So I mean, it wasn't like in
It wasn't I didn't have to like trudge through it, like dread through it and stuff like that. Like I said, they did have some funny moments. Like essentially almost all of the guys were funny.
yeah, and that's what brought a whole lot of flavor to it because I really wouldn't have been into it, but then like every time there's a guy introduced, like some horrible shit happens.
Like the Prime Minister.
Oh yeah, who's hitting on the crossdresser, knowing it's a crossdresser,
And it's his nephew.
and it's his nephew. Yeah, on top of that, just
Like
so funny.
the only normal one was the father of Kuranosuke.
What, you see him like twice throughout the entire show?
He was the only like quote unquote normal one. I liked how the chauffeur literally cracked and did anything if you threatened his car.
Okay, let's move on. What did you like? So we're obviously talking about what we liked about the show, right? It's to the point we're at.
Yeah.
Is there any particular character that you'd be like, if the show was centered around them, you'd like it more? Or...
I don't know, like it I was okay with it being centered mostly around Tsukimi was the only likable one out of all the females. And like I did not like any of the other girls. Like I didn't laugh at like hardly anything any of them did.
Yeah, no, the other girls, it was
Maya?
understandably.
Maya just annoyed me. Like every time she was on, I wanted her to get hit by a bus.
I agree.
Like it was annoying. Like that's one of the main things is like they're in the series. There are technically side characters, but they're in the series enough, like more than enough that it annoyed me. I thought they were in it way too much.
Yeah, no, I was not impressed with the female cast, but
otherwise, like I was okay with who was centered around, and like that's why I don't recommend it is because there are far too many. Okay, there's more likable characters than not, but it's the fact that they spend more time, the most time, probably about 75% of the time, is with the unlikable characters.
yeah.
So it just kind of kills the series for me.
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
Like the story is nice, it's very sweet, and like how there is kind of like a romantic thing that's kind of building between them. Like Tsukimi and Kuranosuke or whatever. Like between those two, it was sweet. Like because it was like the pretty boy or whatever that always got everything handed to him, like because of his looks and his social standing, and then to like who has like all these hot girls like hitting on him when he's actually normally like dressed as like a normal boy. And then to be falling for this like jellyfish loving otaku.
Yeah. To be fair, the only one of the main reasons why I'd recommend it is because it's a shorter show.
Like,
right? Like
I
for
guess,
the amount of time invested into it, it's not horrible. Usually, if something doesn't even make it,
I've seen worse.
yeah, no, that's a huge problem. I think that's part of the problem. Is like I've seen worse. Like,
Like that's why I actually watched it, finished watching it, but like there are other shows that are better that are maybe just 1 or 2 episodes longer, and it's like for what it was. Another thing, I wasn't a big fan of the art style.
yeah, it was a much older art style.
Yeah, and like it was okay for what it was, but like I'm not a fan of that art style. I just really am not.
I
And
appreciated the throwback. I'm not gonna lie. Like the
yeah,
throwback to the art style, if like maybe only parts were in that art style, it'd be good, but like the whole thing gets kind of bogged down with it.
yeah.
But
And like I said, I think just one of my biggest things is just more often than not, I thought to myself, "Oh my God, will these girls shut up?"
yeah, pretty much.
Like it, I don't know. But all in all, it's like, who was your favorite character?
Oh, that's a tough one because Kuren Kuranosuke I really like because I thought he was hilarious.
Yeah, he was really freaking funny.
But like Shu getting fucking so like flustered and like not realizing that Tsutsumi is Tsutsumi. I thought that was great. Like
Yeah,
he's like, oh, I need to see this girl again who is obviously like highly dressed up, all this stuff, and he's like, oh, she lives in a weird place with all of these weird girls.
and you super gloomy weird girl.
And like,
Who it's like return this to like
yeah,
Tsukimi.
talks to Tsutsumi. Just, could you return this to Tsutsumi? Fuck.
It's like he couldn't tell the difference between dressed up and non-dressed up.
To be fair, she did fuck up her makeup horribly.
Even still, like, wow.
It is like there is a very big like transformation that goes on in the show though.
Like just the objective of the show and the plot.
Yeah, I mean like throughout the plot, like the beginning and the end. Okay, so we'll get to the end and why the end is just bleh.
Well, let's put it like this. The beginning starts with literally just trying to be more sociable,
Yeah.
and then it goes to them wanting to save the place from being demolished, the apartments from being bought out and demolished.
Yeah, because it's part of a rejuvenation. What was it?
Redevelopment.
Redevelopment. There you go. Redevelopment project.
And then it ends with trying to get their own brand of fashion line.
Oh, okay. Well,
Which ultimately was to help them save the apartments.
yeah, and then
But at the same time, it was just like they didn't really mention it too much that the whole purpose of getting the brand of fashion was to save the apartments. They're just like, we need you to make more dresses. Like, you have to make a fashion line.
there's something about this show. Like, it's not a great show, I'm gonna admit, but like, there's something about it that's like every once in a while it has like moments where it's just all like,
Where you just kind of start smiling and laughing.
oh yeah, you're like, really? That's where we're going with this? Oh my god, when all of the girls got dressed up and had to go to that hearing.
I was, like, scared when I saw a couple of them.
Oh my god, and they all left Chico!
They didn't dress up to go to the meeting. They dressed up after that meeting.
Mm-mm.
No. That's the thing, is they didn't dress up to go to the meeting because remember, Shu didn't recognize her.
Oh yeah, no, it was
It was they went to that cafe.
Yeah, it was afterwards. But like when they abandoned Chico, oh my god. That was so funny. They're like, where is she? Where is she? Oh god, she's still back there. I'm not going back.
And then Sakimi wrecked him. She's like, I'll go back. I'm lowest on the totem pole.
Yep. Oh god. All right. See, that's what makes this so hard is because like it has like moments that are just so good and then it just has a whole lot of bland in between.
Yeah.
So
I still like how when they went to the aquarium and he just kind of he went into the girl's bathroom and like just completely undresses like his drag outfit.
yeah, I've
And
done
then
this
a
before.
woman and a woman walks in again. And like he even mentally thinks to himself, he's like, I just naturally walk into a woman's bathroom.
Yeah, I just naturally
Like,
do this now.
He has that thought, but it like that's the only time he has that thought.
It doesn't like the funny thing is he's so used to it, it just doesn't even faze him anymore.
He's just like it's just one of those things. He had that realization once where he's just like, huh, I just naturally walk into here. And then a woman actually walked in. She's like, and he even had the thought. He's like, "What am I doing here?" And the woman walks in. She's like, "What are you doing here? This is the woman's bathroom." He's like, "Sorry, it must have been sorry, my mistake." And she let him go just because she thought he was handsome.
God, like again, I have like I really want to like this show. I really do, and I kind of do. But like,
I like about 25% of it.
yeah.
Actually, make it. I'll say about 40 because like the best character is one of the main points to it.
You know what? I'd bump it up to 50 just because like the moments that it does have are just mind-bogglingly like in your face.
Yeah, they're so like they actually said what? I didn't expect them to go that way.
Yeah, wait a second, where?
All right, but I think we've pretty much set our piece. Is there any particular episode that you like the most?
I think we went over most of that because like it wasn't episodes in particular, it was more like moments in episodes, which
Fair enough.
luckily most episodes, I'm not gonna say all of them, but like most of them, 90% of them have one of those moments.
Yes,
Right?
that is very true.
Like that's what kept me going throughout the entire series was like there's going to be another one of those moments and it's coming up soon.
I must find it.
Yep. But I don't know, that's just me.
All right. So, want to think about wrapping this up?
Sure. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys have suggestions, which you can put in the comments down below. If you don't want to put comments down below, you could press the thumbs up button because I need my ego stroked like super hard, like just
Phrasing.
you know, like help, please.
He's kind of Andy's very egotistical.
I'm selling out like a son of a bitch.
I don't know why.
I don't know. I don't know why. I'm only being egotistical and douchey.
You fucking sellout.
So thanks for watching.
I say this because this is and it's my channel too.
Yeah, but Dick, you gotta tell me what we're watching next.
All right, my suggestion for you is we're gonna stray from anime for this one because I loved it when I was young. I loved it when I was growing up. I went back and watched it when I got older, and it still holds up. I'm talking about one of the best old school Toonami, like 90s cartoon, and that is Megas XLR. It's all about giant robot beating the crap out of things.
I mean, seems legit. Sounds good.
So good.
All right. So we'll get
So-
to that, I guess.
So join us next week for Mega Sex LR.
Oh, thumbs up.